Let's do something besides movies for a little bit.
Okay, let's
mix it up a little.
Okay,
we got some games in here.
But that's Battlefield 2 or Battlefront 2. That's fucking Star Wars. So that's I put Red Dead.
Battlefront 2 has not gotten much better. It's basically.
So did you see that Red Dead 2 is going to have a battle royale mode?
Yes.
Which I think is going to be really cool, just because I don't. Is there?
That was basically the Red Dead. That was basically Red Dead 1 online.
Right.
Was about you were just always getting shot.
Red
and these guys had like 10,000
Yeah,
bounty.
Because if wasn't it certain how many people could be in your world at one time?
It was over 20 for sure.
Okay.
I mean, it was enough you saw people, and it was the full size map.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think GTA 5, now that they kind of mastered the online game, GTA Online was basically a separate game.
Yep.
From GTA 5, which is incredible. That was $60 period.
Yep.
But I think they kind of figured out a way to balance, constantly murdering people versus actually having productive things to do when you murder people.
They've really done a good job at honing in what it's like to murder people.
If people are going to kill people,
or
give them a motivation to kill certain people. And that's kind of what they did.
Video games are the issue.
Yeah. We burned witches before video games.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's more constructive violence now.
But I'm generally excited for Red Dead, and I'm probably going to definitely buy it.
I actually might buy Red Dead 2. The only reason I didn't play, I literally watched a playthrough of Red Dead all the way through with all the cutscenes. I just hated the gameplay because it was too much like GTA, which we already talked about. But the new one looks really good. The new one has piqued my interest just a tad.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to do a little bit more Western stuff just because I think there's a...
It's the way to go. I've always liked Western. Mm-hmm. Yeah, gun. I
feel like that set the bar for Western.
That set the balls.
Set the balls.
Man, yeah.
I was going to say got the ball rolling and then also set the bar, so they set the ball.
One of my favorite games
TM
was Time Splitters. Did you ever play
Yeah, they're talking about making a new one.
I remember that.
No
it's
way.
rumored.
Ooh.
In the works. Either a remastered or flat out new one.
If they remastered it, that's fine with me. I want to be that little fucking monkey.
It was an FPS, but they had a bunch of... You were futuristic... But it was in a bunch of different time areas.
Oh.
PS2 was its primary.
Yeah, and so one of them was a Western, and so each one kind of switches in terms of the type, I guess the type of shooter it is. It goes from sci-fi to Western to noir.
Oh no, I never played this one, but I played another one that was just like this, but it was way worse.
360 had one come out where you were a time traveler. You went to the Civil War and other things.
Yeah.
I played the demo and it was terrible, so I luckily did not buy it.
This one,
because it was
crazy.
It was supposed to be Time Splitters.
Yeah.
Was kind of the thing they were trying to.
There was
the spiritual successor.
Map, there was
Time Splitters. I don't think I ever actually played the story. I only ever played co-op with my brother, against each other.
Yeah, and that's what my dad and I would do. But whenever he wasn't home or whenever he had work to do, I'd just do the co-op or the regular mode because there was just so much crap and that. So the Western mode was my introduction to essentially Western shooters because I only got to watch Gun because I was too young to play. So good for y'all. But. No, Red Dead 2. It's definitely looking interesting, and it's a prequel, right?
I believe so. Okay. Yes.
I think Marston is making a cameo.
Because even though I didn't play it, I watched that ending. That hit me in the heart, and I wasn't even the character at that point. So I was like, boy, I bet some people had some shit with
my dad got to the point where the song started to play, the Jose Gonzalez Far Away. Literally, I think he said it had to be a minute. Because I came home and he was really mad. Maybe a minute. Bear. Killed him. You don't get the song again if a bear kills you in the middle of it. So you just have to walk back to the house. This long trek back with no song. That song was so good. It just said it perfectly. He was so upset about it. Yes, that's why I remember about the ending of Red Dead.
Yeah, it was...
Other video, Battlefield 1, Apocalypse.
Yes.
Is out. But more importantly, Battlefield 2018 is what they're calling it, since they haven't released the official name, is coming.
Is this the Bad Company one?
Yeah, they're pretty sure it's Bad Company 3. I don't know if it's been completely confirmed, but I thought I had read that had been confirmed. So that's the Vietnam one. That's actually the first game I ever played that was Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Hashtag NAM. Okay.
Yeah. Bad Company 2 was... It showed me that shooters, like Call of Duty, was not a good shooter. is what Bad Company 2 showed me.
It's really weird that war shooters are kind of turning their head again. For a while, we were progressing up from like the World War eras, and then they did Modern Warfare, and ever since Modern Warfare, it's just been like
it went
modern
really
shooters,
yeah.
And then it went way too future, and people were like, "What the?"
Battlefield never did, to their credit. Battlefield,
yeah, they
Battlefield
never
said,
did it.
Modern Warfare is where we're drawing the line. Then they started this whole. It's World War I, but it's really World War II battle, just with World War I skins is basically what they did.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you, most of those guns did not exist.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Oh, and then isn't there some controversy right now between like Battlefield and Call of Duty World at War or World War II?
Why?
In terms of the guns and like the exact same sounds.
Oh, probably. Oh, yeah.
Apparently, there's some stuff that like I think
Call of Duty like lifted the gun noises.
Yeah. Or did something.
I'm sorry, but who cares? I know you should do your own work, but guns only sound so many ways. The way that's shooting correctly, and the way that's being shot at you.
So, this is from Eurogamer concerning Bad Company 3. The title of this article is No. 2018's Battlefield game isn't Bad Company 3. This is Tom Phillips.
What do you know, Tom Phillips? Fight me. Someone at Tom Phillips when we tweet this. With that quote. Fight me.
Fight me. Of course, that's from December. That's the last time I have shit on this.
I swear I saw like a teaser.
I don't know.
Hang on. There's something from.
Well, do you guys have any games that you guys are looking forward to?
Like I said, what was that? What was the name of the game we just talked? The medieval one that just came out.
Oh God! Yep, you just said something about it.
Wasn't it on GameSpot?
This is.
It has a cool cover of a guy with a sword and.
Yeah.
This is bad. I'm excited for Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yes.
With the 3-hour tutorial that doesn't tell you that you're still in a tutorial. But I am excited. It looks like it's got an 8 on GameSpot for what that means.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I think I haven't really seen much about that. I mean, I've seen like I don't know, some promos, but I really haven't like dug deep into what it's going to be about. The next thing I'm maybe going to try to play because I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan. I'll probably try to Fighter
Z.
Yeah, Fighter Z.
Yeah. That seems like new and fresh. I'm like a fan of like all the fighting games that they come out with, but that doesn't mean that they're good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure.
Like Xenoverse, wow, hot garbage.
It was.
I don't know how many times
I played it.
Yep, I played it too. I bought the second one.
Yeah,
I played it.
I didn't play the first one because I was like, this one doesn't look. I don't know, and I waited for 2.
So you bought the one that I'm pretty sure is ranked lower, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
That first one, not high enough quality.
Yep.
That's what. Don't pre-order stuff. I pre-ordered.
But okay, here's the issue though with those games, which is my weakness is you can customize your own character within a world that is generally not very open to new characters.
That's why Budokai was so cool. That last one where you got to fly around and you got the little capsules with powers.
The Budokai Tenkaichi 2 was literally my best friends and I like that's all we played.
But it wasn't really open world.
No.
There was just a couple side quests they threw in.
Yeah.
But Z Fighters is like I think they were like we're gonna redefine what fighters are.
They just announced the
new characters, the DLC for it.
Who was it gonna be? It's someone big.
I think Bardock's
coming. And it's Goku's dad.
Bardock and
Broly
is coming.
Broly, I get those two mixed up.
And there's one more who's jeez.
I don't know if I thought it was just 2.
No.
Broly and Bardock are the only 2 announced ones.
That might be, It might have just been Bardock.
They're doing 8, even though there's been like multiple lists of 20 plus people.
Just 2? Just 2, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't do fighters.
I think they have to introduce Bardock for DLC since they fucked his character up so much in Xenoverse 2. Because in the story they did this, they got super into time. Well, they're into like time and universes and all that weird stuff.
I'm the
Time Patrol.
Time Patrol. I'm the Kai of Time.
And so like these evil people put like this time mask. They just put a time mask on Bardock's face.
That's true, they did.
And so that's kind of how he is for like the whole fucking...
I think...
the whole time.
I got to that point and I took my controller, I sat it down, and I popped the game out, put it in its case, and then never touched it again.
Is that Kai of Time there?
That is the Kai of Time.
Okay.
Kai of Time.
I'm so big. Last thing I watched... I quit after the
I do like the Dundee
Well, what's it? Doki, something.
Sure.
Yeah, I stopped after the
Anyways.
Boo series. After
That was
Majin Buu.
probably the best. Yeah.
It was the best story.
GT
since
got
Cell.
weird, but it was
Cell
pretty cool,
then
and I think
Majin
it's
Buu.
still a little better than the beer shit they got going on
Yeah,
now.
I'm watching Super a little bit.
I tried.
Ian has a bunch of
Okay.
those the abridged ones that they made. I should watch those where they cut
Oh,
out all the screaming because they passed the manga.
Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
He started buying those because
Yeah.
you can only watch one episode of screaming at a time apparently.
That's true.
Well, speaking of shitty games that are coming out, one I've been super excited for is Naruto Shinobi Strikers. You get to customize your ninja within the world.
Dude, customization
and have your
cannot
own
be that big of a
jutsu.
deal to you.
It's so cool, man.
It's pretty cool, dude.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
When your
Like
character
the
can go
Xenoverse, like-
Super Saiyan and do a Gun and do a Kamehameha.
Okay, what
That's
what
why we
other
played
real
Universe.
games are we excited about?
What, real games?
Real games, not this fake nonsense coming from Sora.
You, Malcolm. God,
Damn it.
he's such a
I've been waiting for March, man.
Is that the only thing keeping you going?
A little bit, yeah. February's been pretty shitty.
Civ 6 just got its first expansion.
That's
It's
true.
supposed to be really
I just
good.
downloaded it while we were here at the library. So.
I've been playing Civ 6 in ecology, and probably while I was supposed to be doing my Spanish homework.
Probably.
But I've been playing the base game a lot. I still love it. Still think way better than 5. 5 just didn't really do much for me.
Yeah.
4 was the best. 3 is the one I grew up on, so it's actually the best because it had volcanoes. I don't know why, but the volcanoes from 3 need to come back.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember those? Did you guys play it? What was the first Civs you guys played?
Sims?
Civ.
Oh, Civ?
Civ, yeah.
5 for me.
5?
Yeah.
I played 4, I think.
Yeah, so I started when I was like 8.
Okay.
And I
So you
learned
were
on
like
Civ 3.
1 or- sorry.
And so that was the last expansion added volcanoes. And they would
Okay.
just randomly erupt and destroy like every tile. It's
Oh,
before
yeah.
they had hexagon tiles too. So it's
Oh my
really
God.
confusing how they spread. So I don't know exactly.
Before the Hexagon.
Basically, you had to know it was a 9-sided tile because you
Yeah.
used the number keys to move.
Yeah.
And I still have trouble understanding how I ever did that.
Yep.
Like, there's a reason Civ 4 was so much better.
Yeah. Civ 4.
And then Civ 5 perfected it with the unstackable units because Civ 4 was just stacked
Ah,
90
I
tanks.
loved it. Loved it
And
so
then
much.
when you're playing multiplayer, no one knew that was 90
actually,
dots
no,
sitting
that's
there.
not. Civ 5 was not my first one. The Xbox version was.
Revolution?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a good port.
Yeah.
They did a really good job.
Yeah.
And
If you were looking
stacking
for-
units was like
Yeah.
the goal in that game. You could just
But
like
Civ
keep
6,
units right next
The
to a
districts,
city.
I think, are
Districts
so,
are so much fun.
it changed things.
I love
And
it.
my understanding is the expansion really goes all in
Okay.
on
I'm
specializing your
excited for that,
cities
yeah.
because the governors for the individual areas
Yeah.
specialize even more.
I'm going to have to play this.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm playing, right now I'm playing
I
through
don't have
with,
any free time.
Yeah.
They take like 12 hours to play.
I'm playing through with one of the expansion places. I'm doing my first ever faith game. Never played
Okay.
a religion victory.
Faith is fun because you get to have like, I don't know, faith battles. Like,
I still
other faith
remember-
units.
Our last game where I don't know what country it was, but they started expanding
It
faith
was
to the point where they were going to win
it
or
was,
something.
Uh,
You would not help.
I didn't have any faith. So Soren should have won this game. This is going to be the first time he ever won. But he didn't realize it's not enough just to be leading in faith, science,
You have to
culture,
actually do stuff.
and military. You have to actually do something productive
Yes.
for those. So he hadn't started building any of the rocket, even though his science was way ahead of mine, and his production. He wasn't taking over cities using faith, and he wasn't capturing capitals. But what did happen is this
I just like to live.
the other country that we left alive on our continent was one city away from winning a faith victory. So I got Soren to go
So I
all
got my
in,
shit together.
get a bunch of missionaries, and convert half the continent
And
to
then you
stop
won.
their faith victory.
You won, didn't you?
Yeah, I won like
Yeah.
3 turns later.
Jesus
Same thing
Christ.
happened when I was about to get conquered, and I called him in to take out Egypt for me. And then he gave me most of Egypt because he sucks
No,
at this
I did
game.
not do that. That
Yeah,
was
you did.
Dalton.
No, Dalton wasn't playing this one. It's just me and you. The last Dalton won't play. So this other person won't play with us because he told him if he gave me all of his units as gifts, I wouldn't kill him, and then I killed him. In my defense, I would have killed him either way. But
In
they
his
kept.
defense,
You
you
guys
don't trust
kept
people in
saying.
Civ.
You guys kept saying I wasn't that good at Civ. It was hurting my feelings. So I had to kill everyone Because I play the long game, and they think because they're
The
up in
long
Civ
con.
points that mean literally nothing early game that they're going to beat me. Fools, John, fools. But you played with Ian, so you know.
Yep.
You know the Mickelson blood runs thick in those games.
Did it once, and I was like, oh, this is not fun. I do not like this game. I would play against AI. Thank you, sir.
Multiplayer's not fun for me. I play, speaking of strategy, Hearts of Iron has a new expansion, Hearts of Iron 4. It's a World War II. It's one of Paradox's games. So Paradox makes Europa, which is
Okay, yes. Mm-hmm.
European history. They make Crusader Kings 2, which is medieval history strategy. They make Stellaris, which is their space strategy.
Which is amazing.
They make Hearts of Iron, which is World War II based. Basically, you're picking majors or minors and kind of maneuvering from 1931 on. They make Normandy 44, which is small scale battle, I think. I think they have a couple other ones. They also make City Skylines, just also on top of everything else. So they're kind of the king of strategy games outside Sid Meier's. But they're releasing a new expansion, and it's 4K, real time. So instead of turn based, it's a nice switch up from Civ. But if you're looking for another historical one, I think I play the most of Hearts of Iron with Eric's the one I play all my strategy games with. It's intense. It's a lot more political maneuvering. Europa's the most. It's mainly like marriages and things like that. Have you played Total War?
A little bit.
Yeah, so they focus a lot on diplomacy, like Total War, I guess does. But God, they make so many good. Basically, it's a lot more like the graphics are crap. Any computer can run these games.
Sure.
But it's a lot. It's like a equation heavy, so everything comes with terrain, random weather effects, division width. So how many units wide your division is limited. Jesus. But they're expanding to add China, because they don't have a China playthrough right now. They have special storylines for each storylines, alternative history for each one. So they're adding alternative history for Germany, alternative history for maybe Italy, and then China. I'm real excited about Asia. Asia's kind of left out because they don't really matter in World War II quite as much.
That's fair.
Right now, basically, Japan takes China as the storyline.
Right,
that always plays out. But
I'm going to give it a shot.
It's pretty good. Paradox does a lot of stuff. Stellaris is another. If you're looking for a space one, Stellaris is their expansion, their next expansion. They do really good about giving. If there's game changers in the expansions, they give them in free patches usually, which is why I like them. They balance really well. A lot of patches. Really bad about transparency as when things are coming out. You could pre-order Waking Tiger or whatever the name of the China expansion is.
All right.
You could pre-order it for like the last 3 months, but the date was just announced yesterday, like 2 weeks ago. And so they were giving you a pre-order for sometime in the spring of 2018. And I think that's a little ridiculous.
I think I might give some of these a try.
But yeah, they do Humble Bundle, does a lot of Paradox sales. They might have one right now, actually. But they're always
the
on
Steam
sale.
sale.
Their DLC is garbage the way they parcel it. So they'll have like collector's edition with one DLC and then a bunch of like soundtracks, and then they'll have the ultimate edition with a different DLC and then a bunch of other soundtracks.
That's what I like to do.
So basically, just buy whichever one has the most expensive expansion in it, and then you buy the cheaper expansions individually.
I got you.
Are there any games you're thinking about picking up that might have been out for a while? So I just picked up Doom for the Switch.
I'm thinking about getting Skyrim for the Switch. I feel like it translate well. I really
enjoyed Doom.
When did you get a Switch?
December, December.
I don't remember you talking about
it.
I got Doom on PlayStation like a month and a half ago, and it's such a fun playthrough.
Yeah. It Doom's a lot of fun.
I've seen people play it, and it looks fun. I don't know.
It's pretty gory.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's all right.
It's like
really
$3
gory.
for Xbox and PlayStation. It's pretty fun. There's still a solid online community. You can always find a game. Might not be full, but you'll find it.
Fair enough.
Some Saw type shit going on.
Let's see. The thing I've been getting into or trying to get into, which is surprisingly way more complicated. Like I knew it was gonna be complicated. Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's very funny because I'm actually working on.
I just got,
holy shit!
I just got invited to a playthrough on Saturday, but I'll be doing my marathon stuff.
Jesus Christ! I became apparently the dungeon master
of
course.
Shit.
So I've had to learn things, a lot of things.
Have you found a module yet?
Yeah, I think I just got one from whatever.
Just like a random website, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Or did you buy it?
I bought it. It was like $20.
Which one's it called?
It's like God. Hang on, time to Google. I'm gonna get it wrong. So it's like
Because the one I'm kind of using for like my encounters and the
Who are you playing with?
Connor and Abby and them asked me to DM for their group, which was weird. I was like,
Since we planned
sure,
so many times and you never
guess.
went through with me.
Well, we never planned to do D&D.
Yeah, we did.
When?
Multiple times. I asked
We
you if
did
you
a
wanted
lot
to do
more
it.
games.
Multiple
You were the
times
only
said
person
yes.
okay, if it makes you feel better within the last year, you've been pretty much the only other person I've played games with.
It doesn't make me feel better. I need more from you.
Because again,
I expect
if
a lot.
not, like, it's so hard talking about games nowadays for me.
Hey, are we
because-
sure this is recording?
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay, because there's a red dot under the mute button.
That's fine.
Yeah, that means it's good to go.
Okay.
If it's blinking,
I
yeah.
legitimately just was the most scared I've ever been
Oh, no.
during the
Yeah,
podcast.
that'd be pretty bad. Okay, so I can't remember what it's called. I probably ordered it on Amazon, and I'll look at it later. But it's like Dawn of like Dragon something.
Sure.
Things.
Yeah, you're good.
So, anyways, bought that. So what I'm gathering is that there are some rules, and there are some rules that you can abide by,
Uh-huh.
or you can not abide by them.
Yep.
And then it's mostly improv.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I figured this out.
I mean,
You are now
improv
the
to a
master.
point. Improv to a point. Like, you can
Yeah.
plan essentially how each thing's going to go to
Right.
like a specific T, but
Yeah.
like plot points and what
Character
the characters.
interactions.
If you're trying to
It's how
do more of a
obnoxious your players
story
are, really.
like driven thing,
Yeah.
don't expect any sort of your nuanced plot points or your specific
Yeah.
metaphors or analogies to something to hit home for people, because
Sure.
honestly most people just want to play the game,
Fair
which
enough.
is its own tactical
Critical
strategical
Role
issue.
on Pocket Cast, or
Okay.
Yeah.
probably a lot best place to listen. Just don't try
Okay.
to pick up from the beginning. Just pick up
Yeah.
wherever they're at.
Okay.
But it's a bunch of voice actors playing.
Okay.
But you can kind of see the extreme. So they'll spend hours in a city just meandering around,
Mm-hmm.
not particularly forwarding. So I mean, a lot of it's how I guess
Serious.
nitpicky your players are. So like
Yeah,
literally they can
these
go
people
like,
have never played before.
can you
So
give me
it's not
some
gonna- it's-
give me
then
some
it's-
background on this character?
That's the best thing to do for you, because if you have people who have played, especially if they've played in like different sort of settings, because I played with kids who are literally like, I just want to hack and slash and have a good time, and
I
then I
throw
played
my
with
sword.
people who are like, hello, Bogart, like, how are you today? Like, where do you hail from, and from what school of magic do you learn from?
Yeah, see, I think I'm gonna be kind of like that kind of dungeon master when I think I have to play NPCs as kind of like and I have to like voice other things that happen for people. So I'm gonna be kind of like that, and I feel like the people I'm playing with are just gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What's cool magic? Phoenix Online.
If you get the chance, and we may link this in the podcast just to a different YouTube video, but there's a YouTube video that's like 8-bit that shows like, you've probably seen
Yeah.
it. The, what was it? Is it 8-bit theater or something like that? And it's like a general game of Dungeons and Dragons, and
Okay.
it's like, we're going to take you into the depths of El Diablo, and like, and they lead you to this basement, and the dude's like, "Hey Jeff, where are the Cheetos?" Because like, generally you're playing with your friends, and it's
Right.
like a night in, so it's
Yeah.
like you're eating food and stuff like that. He's like, "Where are the babes? I want to go meet some babes." It's like, no. It's like, I'm going to cast Magic Missile in the darkness. Because I want to.
Because I want to.
Yeah.
So the exact module I'm playing is Horde of the Dragon Queen.
Ooh.
Okay, so hopefully it's okay. I kind of read through like the first whatever episodes are called. I think it's gonna be doable and fine.
Yeah. Your first one will always be the one you remember the most.
Okay.
Which is a weird way to do it, but it just is.
Fair
The first one you run, not
Okay.
necessarily the first like campaign you're involved in.
Sure.
Because once you play enough, they all kind of run together as a player, but the ones you actually run are completely different. My first one was Keep of the Fat Shadowfell, which was back in 4th edition era, which was a dark time. A dark time for D&D.
Yeah.
Right after, like, it was very funny because, like, in three, like, the 3rd edition stuff
Yeah.
got so vast and
Yeah.
so.
Fourth
like,
was the one that
muddled.
got bad.
And then 4th was like, fuck it.
We
We don't like complications.
No, 5 was the one that said that. 4 was the one that was.
4 said, we don't like anything that's been done before us, and we're doing these weird daily
4,
powers.
yeah,
and
there were so many.
counter
Like, making a
powers.
character was
It was-
hours.
it made
And you had to
zero
track them.
sense.
You had like 6 powers. One,
Yeah.
one you could only use
Just
every game day.
Yeah.
Some that were like really situational, and then 5 is more like the original, where it's just like
5's like
you have your attack, you have your powers, go for gold.
And for a while though, Pathfinder was like started to get more of a following because 4th sucks so hard.
Yeah.
And Pathfinder is essentially what 5e is now, but 5e still is pulling from all the other crap from the other editions because they still have that stuff around. But one thing they did take away was Eladrins, which was like a new race in 4, which was pretty cool. They were like the super elemental elves.
What I didn't realize is how much like it's really an investment.
Yeah,
like the books are kind of
you gotta start making your own adventures if you want to keep going.
I think that's probably what we're gonna end up doing because
the books are too expensive.
Yeah,
and if you just type in free PDF, whatever player's handbook or whatever book, they'll have them online.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I do.
I kind of did like a little bit of searching, but I didn't really find anything that was like.
As long as you type in free at the end, free PDF, you're good to go.
Okay, let me just do this really quick as a test.
But yeah, because that's what I had to do for 5th edition this last time around for camps, because pretty much moved on from 4 and I didn't have any of the books, so I was like, let's just look everything up, guys, because 4 is just not fun. But yeah, no, since we're all doing D&D, we can do a version of what my buddy and I have been writing, because he's written a whole new universe on his own, and I kind of wrote some weird stuff that kind of like oddly matches up in the places that he's missing. Okay. So we've just kind of created like our own sort of timeline of like creation and
that seems so interesting to me. Like I just want to do that so bad.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to kind of base like my 2 original beings on like a Cthulhu-esque like creature, like these great ones who are just who fucking knows what they are, but they like imprint light and dark into the world, and then like part of the issues is like extracting people's souls and like using that and to create like a demon hierarchy and stuff like that. So
speaking of Cthulhu, just got an expansion to Arkham Horror over Christmas. The board game.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Best board game out there. If you have not played Arkham Horror,
it's a lot of fun.
You have about 2 hours to be.
It was a lot of fun.
Getting killed by monsters.
Okay,
it's fun.
Yeah.
Good stuff. We'll have to play us 3.
Okay, absolutely.
Since my parents are now living with me, I have access to this board game.
Okay.
And the expansion. But
honestly, just rent a room like this, and we can just do it.
Yeah. I see Rotten Tomatoes written.
It is. Tomato meter.
Usually you read it, but I want John versus Soren here.
Okay.
Ooh. So let's start with Black Panther. I think would be the easiest one to start with. Yeah.
99.
You're saying 99?
99.
96.
Okay. I was afraid it'd be the top thing on Rotten Tomatoes, so I didn't want to click on.
Okay.
Is it? Didn't it? I swear I saw something that it was like the top rated.
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, was it? Okay, well, we'll just
the one time that
we'll do 50 Shades Freed after this. 97.
Nice one off.
John, 1 off. Okay.
All right, so that's 1.
That's amazing though.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Sorta, I haven't seen it, so that'll be next week.
What's
or whenever we see it.
What's next?
Okay, so have you guys seen Jumanji?
Unfortunately.
Jumanji is about to hit $1 billion. Oh, shut your mouth. It was so funny.
I bet you it's not that good, though. I mean,
well,
I want to see it, but I bet it's not like.
Okay. Well, okay, we'll do Welcome to the Jungle because we're kind of limited.
Okay.
No, just say a number.
77.
I don't know. Just because I'm so biased towards the movie, I want to say 25, but that's
25.
Not. No, that's not right. That's not no. Oh.
We haven't seen the official.
Okay, then I'm saying it's more like the 82.
Wait, you said 77?
77 and 82.
76.
Damn.
2-0, John.
Okay. You are rocking it today. You should go work for.
Okay, real quick, very quick, like 20 seconds. Why don't you like Jumanji?
It did not do. If Star Wars was an homage to the past, then what did they do for Robin Williams in Jumanji?
Why did they have to do anything for Robin Williams?
I just think The Rock and Kevin Hart are out there to make their money, and good for them, good on them.
They should have done it with Jumanji. That is universally loved.
It was a good movie for
Baby
the action
Driver.
and all the part about like just the action part and
You are incorrect,
and maybe some stuff about the world.
So just the action and the comedy and the world.
Not the comedy. I thought the comedy was shit. I didn't find it a funny movie. I just thought it was entertaining. There was a lot of weird shit going on. Did anyone see The Shape of Water?
I've not seen.
I've not.
And I actually got it right because I always say The Life of Water. I don't know why.
Shape of Water.
You guys want to do 50 Shades Freed?
Because I
Or we can do the whole 50 Shades as like a finale, a grand finale. All three movies.
Okay. Let's save that.
It's
So let's do it.
That'll be
2
the
hour right
climax.
now. 2 hour right now.
Because
Thank you.
Yeah, I got it.
So when you're down, what movie do you want? Something
Dunkirk.
similar. Dunkirk?
Dunkirk?
Okay. I don't think we've done Dunkirk in the past.
Let's do Dunkirk. Dunkirk, I say, got a 72 on the Rotten Tomato meters.
Wow.
I would say it got an 89.
Well, I would have gone higher like John did.
Okay.
93.
Okay.
That was supposed to be like one of the best movies of the year,
I thought so
right?
too. Did it really get that many awards?
Well, I
It's
mean,
nominated.
what's it face? Blade Runner got 0 awards, and
That's
it's like
true.
a 97.
Well, it got some, but not a lot.
Okay, well let's
So
do a
50
TV show.
Shades.
Let's do a TV so John can get his 3 out of 5 real fast.
A TV.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you want to do The Office? You want to see what that is on here?
That, I mean, it's probably what, a 95.
The Office is 95?
He threw out a number. Now it's real.
I'm going to go with 91. I think it's in the 90s.
It's
It
gotta
better be.
gotta
89! What?
Wow.
That's close.
Oh, that's average. Oh, that's all.
That's all they have for TV, I think.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, that
Audience
was-
is wrong.
The reason why it's not in the 90s is that one little stint with Will Ferrell.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I think so.
Season 8.
So Will Ferrell worked out exactly how Will Ferrell should have. 'Cause I think
No,
what they were
I
doing
agree.
is because they didn't want to make it too good. Because how mad would you be if Will Ferrell comes in is great
Yeah.
and then leaves 3 episodes later? I'm only on watch through number 17 though, so I might not know.
God.
All right, well let's do our. Do we all three want to go in on this? On the 50 Shades?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so 50 Shades of Grey. First one, I'm gonna lead off with a solid 55. I thought it was okay until
44.
the ending was a
43.
letdown.
Honestly, I thought it was a little better, so I'm going to go with 69.
Okay. Okay.
Is it Grey with an E? Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
Okay,
the one.
55, 43, so
69.
25. God, guys, we're really bad at this.
So wait, no.
That's about what I thought the Jumanji movie
25.
deserved.
So
I got it.
John wins 1.
Okay.
50 Shades Darker. I'm gonna go.
Well, now that I've finally shot.
I only saw the first one. I think it
Uh,
was the ending when it ends with just her saying Christian. Terrible ending in the elevator. Terrible.
Yeah, that's
The Sopranos did that every episode.
okay.
The Sopranos ended their series with that.
Okay, so boy, the first one's a 25.
I love how they call it the fetish set.
Wait, is it supposed to be? Is it
That's
50
that.
Shades Darker?
It's
Is
that
this-
one.
It's darker.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 17.
No, it was probably better since they realized the first one sucks. So we're going with 35.
Wow.
No, they realized the first one sucked and it still sold millions. Okay.
So 17. I'm
18.
18. 35. Okay.
This movie franchise is a lot.
10.
Wow.
Boom, point for
Niagara.
Malcolm.
Fuck you.
It's tied between John and Malcolm in the 50 Shades series.
Okay, I was like, wait, no, not overall.
I didn't answer the first one.
That's fine. I got it.
50 Shades Freed. I'm hearing great things. Soren has to go first this time, though.
That's fine.
Because I've been widely off base.
So we all know what not to guess.
20.
20?
I think it's not going to be as good as the first one, but it's not going to finish out like it needs to with good closure for the characters and general things to say about movies.
12. 12.
I'm going 10.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. For all the
Marbles.
tamales.
Oh, shit!
No! It's exactly 12.
Oh, wow.
Woo.
Wow.
I'm just really good at
What does
tomato
that say?
meter,
What does that
guys.
say? Don't miss the...
Don't miss the climax. Yep.
Get it? Because
As you can see, the audience has been in the 40s the whole time.
You don't own me.
The young Karl Marx is out.
when did the Oscars come out?
It's soon, 'cause Mark Hamill's
it is
presenting one.
soon.
Do we?
And Leo...
Do we want to do best movie guesses?
Yeah, I think we could do that for the
Ooh.
last 10 minutes. We could
Sure.
just make predictions. Sunday, March 4th is when that happens.
If
We're just gonna do the big ones. We tried to do
Oh,
it for
yeah.
every category. That didn't work out.
No. I think that
Best Picture.
Dunkirk.
Our options:
Awesome.
Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Call Me by Your Name,
Get Out, really.
Lady Bird, Get Out, Phantom Thread, The Post, Shape of Water, Three Billboards.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm going to say that I've seen a whopping 2 of these films.
I've seen one.
I have seen 2. But
Okay,
we're
Dunkirk
trying to
and-
watch Get Out soon.
Okay.
But
That's
on
like
HBO
a
if you got
record.
it.
They never nominate horror movies for anything,
Yeah.
let alone Best Picture. It got snubbed at all the other ones.
Huh.
People were upset.
So,
I'm sorry I keep doing that, guys.
the ones I don't think will do it are The Post.
No,
And-
the Post is on there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. Yeah, definitely not.
I've heard the
I've
most
heard a
about Shape
lot.
of Water and Three Billboards.
I've heard a lot about Three Billboards too, so I could see Three Billboards potentially coming
it cleaned
out,
up
but
at whatever that was.
Yeah,
I'd have to
the-
watch Three Billboards first because Shape of Water was pretty
Sam
good.
Rockwell's
It
in
was
Three
amazing.
Billboards, which makes it worse because I personally think James Roday is better than Sam Rockwell in everything.
Jesus Christ.
You want to know anything about Call Me by Your Name?
They're riding bikes a lot, from what I hear.
I believe it's like an older gay man and a younger gay man. They have like a relationship.
Oh yes, okay, yes.
But I don't
Darkest
know
Hour
like, the actual
is
plot.
is obviously the Winston Churchill.
They say Gary Oldman acted his ass off in that.
He acts his ass off in everything.
That's true. Have you seen Fifth Element?
Yes.
It's
So
it's a masterpiece.
good.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say this is not me, the group. We're not doing group pick. We're doing verses, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Someone write these down for later.
I will.
It'll be on the record, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We can always go back, but I will write them down.
None of us actually listen to this
Constantly.
podcast.
I'm going to probably say it's going to be a surprise. I feel like these are all big contenders, but I'm going to say Phantom Thread.
I'm gonna say Get Out.
I'm going with Shape of Water.
I'm pulling for Get Out. I don't actually think it's gonna win, but I'm gonna.
You've seen Get Out?
I owe it.
Yeah, really. Wow.
That's great.
I owe
For
it
someone who
to
only
Get Out.
owns Star Wars films, to own Get Out is.
I don't know. I said I owe it to Get Out.
Oh,
Yeah.
What did you say? Did you say Shape of Water?
Shape of Water.
Okay.
Get Out was solid.
I don't think I liked Dunkirk and all that. It just felt.
I think the whole war movies kind of played out. I mean, it's cool. It's still a great movie. I think the time for those to win is kind of over.
Well,
And that's why I think Darkest Hour, if they're going to pick one, they go with Darkest Hour because it gives you a little more documentary look at things.
yeah.
All right. Next category: actor in leading role.
Daniel Day-Lewis, Phantom Thread. Timothy,
Chalamet.
yeah, Call Me by Your Name. This Blank Box. Daniel
I'm pulling for the
Kaluuya,
Blank
Get
Box.
Out. Gary Oldman, Darkest Hour. Denzel. Roman J. Israel. Esquire.
It's got to be Daniel Day-Lewis,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
I've heard about that more than I've heard about Phantom Thread.
I think it goes Daniel Day-Lewis, Gary Oldman, Daniel Kaluuya, Denzel, and well, maybe even Tim.
My boy Denzel deserves it,
I've not seen.
but
him.
I'm not picking him.
Yeah.
I'm going with Daniel Day.
Okay. You're going.
No, can I change? I want to do Gary Oldman. I'm
Okay.
doing it.
That's fine. That's fine. Gary.
I really haven't heard too much about any of this
Okay.
or any of these people, so I'm just going to abstain from this one and go for the Blank Box.
Blank
Okay.
Box. I wish I could at least. There's definitely.
So if Blank Box wins, then
Then it's all you.
essentially I win.
That's true. Free space. That's how this
I didn't
works.
think his acting, the Daniel Kaluuya
Day-Lewis?
from Get
Oh.
Out, wasn't like blown away by it. I thought it was a really good movie, really well written.
Yeah.
I don't think he added that much to it though.
Well, Fear kind of looks the same on everybody's
Like
face.
Daniel Day and Gary Oldman, they carry their movies. So does Denzel.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Timothy probably does too. I don't know who he is, but
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I feel like you could have put any kind of middle of the road actor in there. It would have been just as good.
Fair enough. Okay.
Who did you pick?
I picked Daniel Day-Lewis
Okay.
because it's his last film. He's kind of a legend.
Yes, actress in a leading role. Sally Hawkins, The Shape of Water.
I bet
Francis-
Margot Robbie wins this one.
Okay, Margot Robbie for I, Tonya.
Yep.
Frances McDormand for Three Billboards.
Oh, never mind.
Saoirse
Sally Hawkins.
Ronan for Lady Bird, or Meryl Streep for The Post.
Saoirse Ronan. It's going to be her. That's that. You know, I think that's the underdog, and I feel like
I feel like Margot is kind of like because I, Tonya is supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
going
supposed to be
classic.
crazy good.
Meryl Streep.
Okay.
But Sally
Vintage.
Hawkins played this amazing deaf woman or mute woman, but she really did a good job at
Did you guys know William
expressing
Dafoe was in the
herself
movie?
through
Yeah.
body language and all that. And I think
That's
that's
true.
a much harder thing to do as an actor to express that kind of emotion without
I think I
inflections.
think I agree with that. So Sally
Like Christian
Hawkins.
Bale's voice acting in Dark Knight. Just the lower mouth really so that Bane would be Tom Hardy would be the actual example.
God.
Do we want to do this?
I feel like I have to
actor
abstain
supporting role.
from this because I really don't know enough about that.
I think Woody or Sam Rockwell only because I liked them the most.
It's true.
I didn't even know William Dafoe was still in movies.
Yeah.
I thought he took a sabbatical.
Well, yeah, he's back.
Okay. There's got to be animated feature films.
Boss
yes.
Baby's probably going to take
There's
it.
Boss Baby, The Breadwinner, Coco, Ferdinand, and Loving Vincent.
Everyone
Wow.
is in love.
Isn't Ferdinand
with
John
Boss
Cena?
Baby, and I don't understand.
He's in
why.
that, I think. Isn't he? I didn't like Boss Baby that much. Coco was a big deal.
Coco was a big deal, but I still think Moana kind of got snubbed for a couple things versus Coco.
Ooh. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So what do we think?
I'm going to say Boss Baby. I think Soren's got some Boss Baby also.
Yeah. I don't know why or
Do you
how
want to
it's
go
up there,
go
but
for
it
big
is.
here?
I'm going to go Coco.
Coco.
That's what I really think will win, but just ooh.
Cinematography.
Ooh, shit.
This one's going to be hard. So we have Blade Runner 2049,
Which-
Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Mudbound, Shape of Water. I'm saying Blade Runner.
I'm saying Blade Runner.
This is where
Really?
Dunkirk, I feel, could do it because it's
That's
just
where
so
I'm
well
feeling
shot.
too. And that's what I'm feeling about this too, because there's some really crazy, beautiful scenes that they do with like this underwater stuff, and they literally push some sort of, I guess, towel, which I guess makes it airtight, for all the water to pile up, and then they
Okay.
swim and have sex in the water and all that weird shit. But
Nice.
it's just a
Nice.
beautiful thing that you don't really
Sure.
see before, and they do a lot of stuff
I
with.
can say I've never seen someone flood something to have sex in water.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
was-
first.
Yeah.
I'm going still sticking with Blade Runner.
But
What do you think?
Mudbound was supposed to be really, really good too. And
Soren,
so,
you got to pick here.
oh gosh.
Sounds like you're saying
You
Shape
picked-
of Water.
I don't
out of
know.
five.
No, because
He's
Blade
confident.
Runner, I think. Oh,
He's picked 4 out of 5 of the
Yeah.
movies so far. Whew.
I'll go with Blade Runner as
Okay.
What a bust.
well.
It's written
We're
down
not
now.
doing costume. Directing. Do you
Oh,
want to do directing?
absolutely.
Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, Shape of Water, Get Out. I'm saying Get Out. I'm saying he's more likely to win this in
Didn't
directing.
he win a directing one already for some other?
He's been snubbed at, I think, both the major awards. Nominated for Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. That's what
Damn.
got them really upset. People were really mad that they did that.
Musical or comedy?
Yeah, calling it a joke. They've been nominated for a bunch. They haven't won anything. They won Movie of the Year at AFI
Ah, that's a big one.
and a bunch of smaller ones.
Okay.
But yeah, so see, they were snubbed for Movie of the Year at the 3 big ones:
Dang.
Academy Awards,
BAFTA.
BAFTA,
Oh, wait. Academy Awards. has BAFTA.
Academy. They got it, but Golden Globes for the comedy. I know people were really upset about that.
Yeah, that's true. I was
And
like,
the BAFTA, they don't have really any of the Best Picture categories. But okay, so Get Out was my vote.
okay.
Jordan Peele, I guess more specifically. Soren?
Mm,
Going with the Guillermo.
yeah. Guillermo
Okay.
del Toro.
Documentaries. Do we want to do that?
I haven't seen any of
these.
them. No.
Short subject document. Film editing. Can we all
Baby
just
Driver.
agree that's Baby
Yeah,
Driver?
that's Baby Driver.
I'm going to
Just
go
the
Dunkirk.
cuts.
Oh, are we actually voting?
Really?
I'm still going Baby Driver.
I'm going Baby Driver too.
So
'cause
film
the
editing
cuts and the
categories
music
were
and how
Baby
everything
Driver,
was
Dunkirk,
synced
I, Tonya,
by
Shape
the
of Water.
second.
You gotta let me say the movies for the microphone, Soren.
Takes some time.
They can't
editing
see
that.
the screen.
Ugh.
Not foreign language film. Not makeup. Music. How is
Ooh. Ooh.
Star Wars Last Jedi? John
Ooh.
Williams is about to pick up a record. Okay, so the original scores are Dunkirk, Phantom Thread, Shape of Water, Star Wars, and 3 Billboards.
I'm going to go John Williams.
John-
I'm going with The Shape of Water.
Okay.
Production design.
You want it?
Does it do we?
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What did you go with on that last one?
John Williams.
Okay.
Short film.
Sound editing, sound mixing,
Visual,
visual
effects.
effects.
Ooh.
I could vote on this one, I think.
Ooh.
So
Guardians
Blade
is
Runner,
nominated.
I haven't-
Guardians of the
they haven't
Galaxy.
seen- Oh, sorry.
Skull Island, Kong Skull Island, Star Wars Last Jedi were for the Planet of the Apes.
And what is this category?
Visual
Visual
effects.
effects.
I think I have to go Guardians on that.
Ooh.
It was good.
I mean, to me, it's Last Jedi or Guardians.
I'm going Last Jedi. Have you guys seen Kong?
Ooh, I have not.
It wasn't a
Mainly
good movie,
because
but
John
the
C.
effects
Reilly
were
was
well
in
done.
there, and I just
He's been
feel
redeeming
like
himself in my eyes.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, because I'm not a big
He's
fan of
actually, yeah.
I like
Not
his
the worst
comedy
one, I'll
and stuff
say
like
that.
that, but it's just I don't see him in a serious film.
Planet
ever.
of the Apes.
So it's
I've seen
like,
all
yeah.
these. These were all really well done.
Yeah.
What do you think? Choose.
Visual effects.
I think it's going to be anything but Kong will win.
Blade Runner.
Okay.
Blade Runner.
Yeah, I got it. I gotta go with Blade Runner.
Logan got nominated for
writing?
adapted screenplay.
Okay, so I'm going to vote Logan.
Yeah, we're just going to all get give me for Logan on that.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
All right.
So I will listen back to this, and I'll have to get the categories because I forgot to put those. But I wrote everything.
Do you want
we
me
said
just to
down.
go down the...
No, we can just do that.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You can just-
Okay, well, I think that's a good place to end it. So we've done Star Wars, did Tomato Meter, talked about games, did all these Oscar nomination things. That might be kind of fun. We'll see what that happens. And I think now that we've found a space where this can happen,
Yeah, I enjoy this.
and we kind of found like a day that sort of works for people.
I'm always gonna.
This might be more of a regular thing.
We back, baby.
We back. Sorry
At
for
least,
the hiatus.
at least until June 1st.
least
Then
till
I'll be
June
phoning
1st.
it in.
Then we'll phone in for a while.
And we'll
For those of you who don't know,
we'll
I
be
will
weeping.
be in lovely Portland, Oregon, because a lot of people have been thinking Maine lately. On June, 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 Maine.